everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks so much for joining me for another card tutorial. I was going to say 5-step card, but today it's not really a 5-step card. We are creating with a die set designed by Simon Hurley for Spellbinders. It's called Ski Lodge, and it's so fun. It just kind of reminded me of my youth. Not that I ever skied, but usually during winter break, everybody headed up to a Sierra Summit and did their skiing, and I envied it. I don't have the strength in my knees to ski, water ski or snow ski. I have bad knees, I guess. But this is what this reminded me of, the little building here, the ski lodge. So we're going to jump in and create a card. Today we are making a 5x7 card, so a larger card, and let's start by doing some die cutting. I picked out some colors of cardstock that I think will go really good for my card project today. Let me tell you the colors, okay? For my trees, I have Oceanside, and this is Mint. And then we have this one here in our browns. We have Fawn, we have Timber. This one is Cinnamon, and then I have some Ivory, and this is Nina Desert Storm craft cardstock. I think these colors will go really well to create my scene today. Also, the cardstock that I'm bringing in is from Spellbinders Treasured collection, and I'm using the Antique Assorted pack. I thought we'd make a snowy, instead of white for the snow on our ski lodge, I thought we'd use some glitter cardstock. So we're going to be using some of this also. So I'm just going to die cut out all my elements here. Now we're going to build our ski lodge. I do want to mention that Spellbinders does have a layering guide on their website. If you go to the link that has the ski lodge on it, you'll see some inspiration, and then you'll see the packaging here. If you push the arrows to the back of all of those pictures, usually that's where the put together guide is. So if you want to keep this with your die set, you could do that, or you need to use it as a reference. This is over at Spellbinders, and it's very helpful too. Okay, so I just want to mention that. To build our ski lodge, first off, we're going to add the roof. We can add the bottom piece to our ski lodge here. And it looks like the rounded corners go on top. Now I'm going to add a little glue to our snow. Hello there, kitty cat. You coming to help me? Huh? You come. I have a helper today. We're going to go ahead and add this. Now we have a little bit of snow to our lodge, snow capped. How fun is this? We have the chimney, and we're just going to add the top piece here. And we'll add some glue, and we can add this over here. And then you take the window pane and you can layer it right over the top. And then you can take the second layer of the door, add that, add a little glue, and then you can add the window pane here. Now these are our steps. There is some layering elements for the steps. So you just add glue, and then you can layer these right over the top. Now we can add our front porch. Now I added my porch. I do want to mention that before you add the snow and the door, put the porch on first, because this way you can center it, and then you can layer your snow over the ends here. Okay, and then you can add your steps here. And it came together really quickly. Now we have our trees. I die cut out 2 tree trunks, and we're going to add little dots of glue at the top and just add the tree trunk to 2 of my trees. and that's our ski lodge, and we have lots of trees. I'm going to put this to the side, and now what I'm going to do is create some mountaintops to go behind my ski lodge. To do that, I'm bringing in a die set from Spellbinders. This one is the Arch Label and Tag die set. I picked out 3 and 3 different sizes. I actually created some mountaintops with a mousse die. I'll find that video and I'll link it at the end. The mountaintops are super easy to create. I'm using fog cardstock, so it's a pale gray. And then I have some of the glitter cardstock. What I'm going to do is just die cut out a couple half arches like this, and this is going to be some snow for my mountains. I'll do that and I'll be right back. Now these are going to make some fun mountains. What I'm going to do is take the top part of the arch, and then I'm going to just create a snow cap just by creating some swirls. Kind of like you're making Christmas pudding. And then these are going to go on the top of the mountains. And there's no right or wrong with this. That's all there is to that. Now I have my card base. This is a 5x7 card base. Okay, and then I have a panel that's slightly smaller. And what we're going to do is just layer. This is white cardstock. This is ivory. I'm going to layer a panel of ivory cardstock on the front of my card base. And then I'm going to take our snow-capped mountains and we will center them. And I'll do the same, but this is going to go on the left with the smallest. There we go. Maybe we'll raise this up a little bit. Now I created a snowbank to kind of ground our ski lodge. We're going to adhere this to the bottom. This is a 4.5 inch wide piece of the glitter, and I just free-handed a wave on this. So this is going to go the width of my ivory panel. I'm loving the way this is turning out. Now I'm going to take my ski lodge. I did pop this up with some foam tape. We're going to add this right in the center. Now we can add our trees, and I'm going to do a little tucking with them. My mint trees are going to go directly in the back, and then we're going to pop up the ocean side. Let's see. Wonderful. That's all there is to that. For my greeting, I'm going to use the stamp set that I designed for Spellbinders called Sending Sunshine. And I think Let's Have an Adventure will go perfect with my ski lodge. I'm going to bring in some of the ivory cardstock. And we'll just stamp this with some black ink. There we go. I'm just going to use my scissors and block this off. I put foam tape behind it, and I'm going to layer this on the top here. Lovely. I'm going to bring in my glaze and glue, and we are going to add a little bit of shine over our windows. We will glossy up those windows here. Now, the glitter cardstock is giving us texture, but I think I want a little bit more texture, and just to make this fun, I'm going to bring in a cotton ball. There's synthetic cotton and there's real cotton. For my nail polish remover, I actually used real cotton, and so I'm just going to take a couple pieces, and using my glaze and glue, I'm going to add some fluffy smoke coming out of the chimney. And this is just going to be like the perfect texture that I need on my card. Just little things like that just make it so much fun. I mean, it just brings it to 3D life. Okay, we're going to do one more thing. I'm going to bring in my watercolor mixing set. This has gold, black, and silver. I'm going to add some silver splatter. I'm going to use my water brush. We're going to pick up some splatter here. Let me bring in my splatter box. And this is going to add some perfect snowfall. Okay, let's just do some splattering here. I want to make sure we go over the trees. Create a little winter wonderland. Just going to kind of rinse that out a little bit. We'll put this to the side. So now we have some flurry at our ski lodge, and that finishes my card today. I think it turned out really pretty. And really the only dimension we have is with the ski lodge, which is kind of a shock because I like dimension, but it looks really dimensional. So that's my card project today, a fun 5x7 winter ski lodge. Hope it gives you a little bit of inspiration. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.